Hi, Mark Gilbert here. Thanks for clicking in. This video is entitled Celebrate Yourself. And like all the videos on this channel, they're designed to give us tools and ideas for assisting with our spiritual evolution. In this particular video, I'm calling you and I to take some time today to celebrate yourself, to celebrate some success that you've had in your life. In this video, we're going to be looking at the importance, that is, why you should celebrate. We're going to be talking about the moments when you should celebrate. Third, we're going to give some ideas and suggestions on how to celebrate. And I'm going to come back at the conclusion of the video and celebrate something of myself, my own accomplishment that I want to acknowledge in this particular video. So let's get to it. Why is it important to stop and celebrate things? Well, you know, oftentimes in our life, we are creating our life in a mixed bag. That is, as we frequently say here on this channel, we create our reality through our thoughts, words, and deeds. Our thoughts, however, are frequently mixed. We have sort of a continuum where way over here on one end could be totally 100% negative thoughts, and way over here could be positive thoughts. And nobody lives on the extreme of continuously always thinking 100% negatively or 100% positively. But the idea is to shift our focus and our awareness so that more and more of our thoughts are leaning towards the positive side, because the more that we can think positively, the more we'll speak and act positively and create into our lives positive experiences. So the whole idea is a shift in consciousness in that direction. So why is celebrating important? Celebrating is important because it's just one more tool in our spiritual evolutionary toolbox to shift our consciousness, to shift it from negative thinking or mixed bag thinking, which is what most of us do, to move towards the end of the continuum, to be thinking more and more positively, and hence creating more and more positive experiences in our life. The actual act of celebration takes some accomplishment that we've had in our life and melds it with some act in ourself that we're labeling as a celebration, links the two together, and gives the success over that particular item a little more energy and a little more positive nature to move us in the direction of positive outcomes. That said, when should we celebrate? When should we celebrate? Well, you know, there's no right or wrong to this. We can celebrate something almost every day if we call ourselves to do it. But, you know, a lot of times if we're living in a state of negativity where we don't see a lot going on in our lives that's worthy of celebration, it may be hard to find some circumstance that calls us to celebrate. So in those particular cases, what I would ask you to do is, if you see your life as being mired in the world of negative effects and there's very little positive going on, look for those things within your day, no matter how small you may consider them to be, that are worthy of celebration. It could be something very minute. Let's say there's an example of where you typically have a habit that drives your actions in a particular moment, and you've been trying to break that habit. And let's say that in one particular situation, you were able to not get to the pattern of the habit, and you were able to shift and do something different, something that was in the higher level of what you were calling to express in that moment. Celebrate that success. You know, in the AA process, they called for the celebration of one day at a time, looking at the situation where you're going to take any moment not to drink, and then if you can get through one day, celebrate that day. And by the building on the celebration of that one day, you can celebrate the second day and the third day. And eventually, when you build a pattern over time, you start celebrating the bigger milestones of being sober for a year, 5 years, 10 years. Those things become the big issues in your life to celebrate. But you have to start where you are with the smaller items. And so whether you're fighting an addiction or it's just trying to manifest something in your life that's more positive, you can start where you are and celebrate those small little successes that you have in your life. If you're calling yourself to write a book, write a paragraph, write a blog. Do something that is at least small on the path towards where you want to go, towards the big. And then stop and celebrate that. Celebrate whatever positive steps that you have taken that are moving you towards the bigger steps that you wish to manifest into your life. So the win is any time, but to acknowledge the wins, whether they're quote unquote small or big, stop and acknowledge them and anchor some some celebratory energy towards it, which brings us to the question of how do you celebrate? What is a good way to celebrate? Well, I'm going to simply tell you this is your personal preference. As long as it brings you joy and does no harm to anyone else, then it can be called and considered a celebration. It can be big in your life or small in your life. I know that when I stop to celebrate stuff, sometimes it's a matter of I'm going to acknowledge this by giving myself a gift, which could be a cup of coffee at a coffee shop, or it could be ordering a book from online, or it could be buying some other item that I've been wanting to get, or it could be going out to dinner, or Mary and I going out and having sort of a celebration where we're making more of a big to-do about the acknowledgement. So the bottom line is what you consider a celebration is truly up to you. It can be something small and personal that you don't even acknowledge publicly, or it can be a big splashy thing that you do where you're acknowledging it in front of many people. Either way, it's your call. So, today I'm calling you to celebrate. What is it in your life that you are called to celebrate in this particular day? Find something, recognizing that by anchoring the celebratory attention to the action, that you are building goodness and positivity into your life, and that you're building more of that positive experiences for the future to come in your individual experience. Now, what about me? I wanted to acknowledge that I'm celebrating something today. I am celebrating the 30 days of continuously posting these videos on YouTube. I set about a personal challenge to myself. About 6 weeks or so, I said I'm going to take a 30-day challenge and create a video every day for 30 days. And my intention was to do this for the month of November 2019. I started a video on November 1st, and today I'm filming this video and posting it on November 30th. It is the 30th video, and I am taking some time today to celebrate. I've already pointed out to Mary the success of this, plus there's some other things in our life that we're celebrating, and we are going to have a celebratory dinner. Yeah, we just had Thanksgiving, and yes, there's leftovers still in the fridge, but we're going to have a meal and a special occasion outing that's going to allow us to acknowledge the success of this. What goes from here? I'm going to continue making the videos, but obviously I've completed this particular personal challenge. They'll be on a little less frequent basis, but they'll continue to come out there. And I hope you're benefiting from them and that you enjoy the videos. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. There's a similar video right here next to my face if you want to click on it. Also, if you want to get notifications of future videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the bottom left-hand corner. If you'd like to contact me, email me at the address on the screen or drop me a comment in the comment field below on YouTube. Thanks.